On New Year's Eve, I wrote down 2 words that were my goal for 2022. And those 2 words were more life. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ravi, Abuvala, founder of Scaling Systems. I've built an 8-figure company that helps other companies grow through paid advertising and sales funnels. And this is going to be a little bit different than some of my other videos if you've seen some of the previous ones. Instead of having tactical knowledge, I just want to walk you guys through a little bit of the realization that I had in 2021, how that affected my bottom line profit, and how it's affecting how I run my business and my personal life in 2022. Also, if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll notice that this is not my office. Right now, I'm here, just my girlfriend and I, in this beautiful home in Costa Rica. There is the water. It's beautiful. We're sitting on 19 acres right now. It's a gorgeous home. But this has to do with what this video is about. So for the longest time, I ran my business the way that all of the online gurus and the books and, the online CEOs tell you to do, right? I sacrificed. I spent years and years building it up. I spent years and years trading my time for money. And the idea was I spent so much of my time to make enough money, sacrificing relationships, my health, happiness, so that later on in life, when I made enough money doing that stuff, I could repair those relationships and get happiness. So even just the logic behind that is flawed in itself. But obviously, when you're in the middle of it and everybody's telling you to do these things, like grind 18 hours a day and you have to build a business this way and et cetera, you don't think about it. And it wasn't really until I actually started getting around some other people who were making more money than me and they were living the life that I wanted to live. And I just simply asked them, like, how did they do it? Or how did they end up creating that life? And they just kept it really simple. And I'm going to break down what they told me and what I learned about and why I live my life this way now. And so I'm not going to get into systems and teams and people. I'm just going to talk about the mindset behind it. So what I realized in 2021 was that, okay, Ravi, if you keep on sacrificing all of your entire life and you keep on sacrificing your friendships, your relationships, and all of this stuff to build this business, even if you eventually do achieve this, whatever number it is, $100 million, $1 billion, what is it going to be for and who are you going to share it with? And you can't take it to the grave with you. And so at the same time, I lost a few of my friends in 2021, early 2021, to some really horrific accidents that happened. And they were young. They're in their 20s or their 30s. And so that also put a spin on it exactly the same way, if you know my background story, that my dad getting lung cancer stopped me from going to law school and started me on this online journey in the first place. So what ended up happening in 2021, I decided I was going to work less than I did in 2020. But the difference was I wanted to increase the amount of money that our company was making. So what ended up happening was I knew that if I just said this and I didn't make it a reality, like I didn't force myself to do it, then I would just find every free second that I could and I would be working on my business. So instead, what I started doing was I started literally scheduling out vacations and trips, and I started making activities in my calendar that I couldn't miss so that I wouldn't resort just to working in the business. And that's exactly what happened. I actually, in 2021, I learned how to fly a plane. A lot of people ask me, why did I learn how to fly a plane? It was like for that exact reason there. And then the second thing that I ended up doing as well was that I ended up buying a plane in 2021 as well. So I bought a plane, I learned how to fly. I went on over 12 different vacations that I purchased at the beginning of the year, so I knew I'd have to take time off. Some of them including going to places like Italy where there was literally no cell reception or Wi-Fi, so I couldn't really work at all. I was forced to remove myself from my business. And in the end of the year, at the end of 2021, I'm pretty proud to say that our company, Scaling Systems, the bottom line profit, meaning the amount of money that I took home, was 3.5 times what we did in 2020. So worked less, had more fun, enjoyed more of my life, and I made 3.5 times, literally millions of dollars in take-home profit. So the reason I'm shooting this message to you guys is because now I'm in Costa Rica again, and I'm pretty much doing the same thing. I am creating a life, and this year I want to have more life than I did last year, and I want to 5 times what we did bottom line in 2021. So 2022, I want to 5 times what we did in 2021. And the way that I'm going to be able to do that is obviously through systems, processes, building, additional sales assets, creating great offers, having great clients. But I think it all starts with right here in the mindset and making sure you're building something and you're energizing yourself enough and excited enough about something and working on the most important task and either delegating and eliminating out everything else. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. I just wanted to drop this in because I wish that Ravi in 2020 saw this video then so that I was like, okay, why are you doing it? Why are you trying to make $100 million? Like, what is the real purpose? Just to have $100 million? Because that's not going to make you any happier. So instead, along my journey, I'm going to be documenting the entire thing to $100 million, then eventually $1 billion. I'm going to be enjoying myself and going to places like Costa Rica and spending time with those that I care about. So hope this is helpful for you. If it was, be sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.